Oops. I gotta fix one thing, and there it goes. Hey, just done here. Looks like we're another little night of Valheim. Tonight I'm going to be messing around with finishing a little church building that I was building. And you'll get to see the wall that is, well, the ramparts I call them, which are mostly up. I actually did have an attack that happened one night of trolls, and they came in. It's funny that the ramparts allows you to be up there and shoot at them, and they can't reach you, but they actually proved they could. They have a very long arm reach, so I'm shooting at them, and they're just whacking away and destroying things every single swing. Okay. It always like pauses for a moment while it loads in. So, yeah, Winter, he has been doing basically the same thing. He's been building like a, well, he had that church building. If you saw one of the other past vids when he did a tour of his little base, you saw it. Didn't have a light facing me right now, I could probably see this all just fine. You can see this, the ramparts that are going all the way around, and this big structure which I'm working on right now is the church building. And I have brought the walls all the way around now. So I've kind of messed around with this a little bit on my spare time and seeing how much I can really do with it. There is a measurement problem that I don't, both sides are not really equal. That's a problem, but I don't think I can fix it because I don't really know where to start to try and fix it. Somewhere in just how the structure was built. But yeah, you see the ramparts, they do come all the way around here. Yeah, we have another. Ooh, I better eat something right now just because gotta be going. Uh-oh. Ow. Okay, so I need some wood, and I probably should get some stone too from somewhere if I find it. That's good. So what I have been doing to prevent the trolls from getting too close to the walls when I have troll attacks is I've been clearing away this hillside a little bit, pushing it back further. Whereas it used to be we had like a little moat, a very narrow one that would go around. Now this whole thing is spaced away. This is all to prevent the trolls from being able to swing at these walls and damage them. Oh, hello. That said, let's go ahead. You can see from this little picture view, this far out view, it's like, yeah, this is coming together. It's turning into a little town. This all started off as one little building way on the far side, and it's just been getting added to and added to and added to. So I'm going to start up here. I think I do have a little bit more stone to work with. I'm kind of having a So they brought in a whole bunch of extra stone to kind of get the grounds and stuff done right inside, so I have to pull up a bunch of that inside, so I don't really need to worry about stone right now. Just a little bit of wood. I like to try and get these to fall a certain way so that they run down the hillside, and there you go, knocked another tree down. There's some good stone outcroppings up here. I'll probably eventually harvest those. And there goes. You went right down into that little gully. Didn't knock out any other trees though. A little bit disappointed at that. Oh good, I need some necks. Hunt these guys for food right now. Yeah, I think they changed the drop rate on stuff off of them. They used to drop things more regularly, and now they're just like, you kill a bunch and not much happens. I do need to, I probably should kill over there and kill those deer. A lot of stuff over there. That green light that's flashing is actually trying to let me know that there's treasure nearby. I've actually already harvested the treasure, so I don't really have to go after it. Really didn't drop much meat, did they? Frame rates are a little bit spiky right now. There's something, there he is. Come on. Come on, come on. I really should do the fishing stuff and figure that out. Weird frog lizards. No room in inventory? Huh. I guess so. I think I know why this thing is there. Oops. I gotta drag a window over a second. There we go. I think that's why the performance was hitting suddenly. Because it was trying to render the OBS screen on one side as well as the other screen. Little spiky. Damn. Oh. I see deer. Eventually, I am going to develop this area too. Wow, they're just spawning a lot right now. Hey. Yay. They just leave an area and they're just spawning constantly. Oh. I'm all out of... Oh, wow, yeah. I don't need the deer trophy. I think I got enough to work with. Ew. Something. Yeah, so here's the inside of the church. Got the big cross at the end. And this is going to be a huge roof to try and put on, which is why it's probably going to be more than just this one little show here. Oh yeah, I forgot to put my timer on. Okay. I'm gonna have a lot of meat to cook later. That'll be enough right now. First of all, I need to go over to this side and fix a defensive problem here. Be surprised how many of these times these things take hits from things. Looks like even the door or something must have been pounding on the doors. Alright. Okay, so first order of business, we gotta figure out how to get this roof up here. and if I want to build across from the middle here or not. Keeping in mind that if I fall from this height, I probably will kill myself, most likely. This side has one advantage, is that I can secure these directly to the wood itself. Yeah, one more. It's amazing how this did work. Okay. This is weird. The other side's not like this. Yeah, this side's like the measurements are right here, but it's this right side wall that is kind of off. Oh well. Let's see. I think doing some sort, let's see if I can tie this right. Doing some sort of beam across and whole living area up on top of the church might be interesting. And I can't see what I'm doing. Alright. Let's see, is that gonna fit okay? Yeah, it's gonna fit okay. Looks like this part is stable. Hello. We have a plan. Okay, let's see if we can use this other support there, because I want to give it at least a couple of supports. Yeah. I want to... I think I see what I'm going to do. Okay. If you go back to our old videos, you'll be like, oh my gosh, how did these guys ever figure out how to make this type of stuff? It's so much trial and error. I think I'm going to use that post right there. Yep, there it is, right there. That's what I want. I'll have to go down and get all those spare pieces in a moment. Ideally, this is going to enable us to make a pretty decent roof. There's there should be enough spacing in between. I hope. Let's see. I don't have any more core wood. And nuts. Now it's getting dark. Okay, so I'm going to put another one of these beams right there, and then I'll start using this stonework to mount that, and then I should be able to put posts going up, which should be able to support the roof, I think. Everything's in theory in this game. Sometimes you have to do stuff, and all of a sudden you realize, okay, that doesn't work, or that does work. Oh, let me go over and go to the barbecue and get some of this meat cooked up. Actually, for that matter, I can go and, well, I haven't used the meat haul in a long time. Though I need more coal to fire a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, it's too dark. This light is annoying. Actually, you know what? The other one has more spits on it. Alright. I just need more lighting in here. I really only have one torchlight? Okay. Alright, let's cook some meat. I think I'm going to turn off that light. It's annoying. Ah, I can see again. Doesn't seem to affect the chroma. Yay. Just like real life. Probably should go over to the kiln and add some more wood to it so I can get some other goodies. Done. Hey, all the cooking's done. Wait, where am I going? I forgot. There we go. I don't think there's anybody else on the server right now, so I will take advantage of this. That, and let's use the workbench for that hammer a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go after some core wood, so I don't need this other stuff on me. Except the meat. It's taking 20 weight. Oh well. I do like that you have this ability to get rid of the night. I'll leave that deer. Don't need it right now. That tree had been definitely weakened. Let's see, how do I want this tree to fall? Maybe I'll want to do this one first. Eventually I'll go up and get this entire hillside with more trees and just forest the whole thing in. A lot of fir trees I'll put up here. Yeah, good, you creepy little thing. These things just do get sort of annoying after a while because, like, come on, they're so easy to kill. And they just always just annoy you. That's all they want to do. Got a little bit more room. Yeah, we're maxed out. Okay. Let's see. I'll put some pine saplings up here to replace. But or not, if you are watching this, I was actually a forestry major at one time. Yeah, we learned all about proper harvesting and always replacing trees, or at least trying to make sure that you have a consistent harvest over the years. And of course, when you're up in Washington, we're going around and they're doing their little harvest up there. They do full all-out clear cuts at times, and I just like, why did you guys do that? And they're just lazy. They don't want to have to do any shelter wood cutting or selective cutting to try and keep the forest health going. So I always would kind of get a little bit irritated when I'd see that type of stuff, because I'd be thinking, yeah, at least you guys can do it right if you're going to do it. Let's see, is that going to... Yes. Am I going to be able to walk under it? No, I'm not. Alright, that's not going to work. So this one's going to be a little different. We're going to have to utilize this peg. I hope that's going to be enough. Another thing I'm worried about is that there's going to be some potential issues. I actually want that lower. I don't know if you want to... Some people sometimes ask, how do you get all these ideas and stuff for building these structures and all these things? It's like, I just kind of start doing it, and I don't really... bother too much. It just comes to you as you go. I don't really have too much of a plan at all, I guess you could say. Ooh. Okay, I see what went wrong there. And it's only because these beams are not quite accurate either. Ow. Well, maybe I'll redo those in a moment. At least they're there so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, let's put one right here. Second one there. Beautiful. Now here's an issue. I think we're gonna have to take it from right there, but I kind of need this to match the others. I think that'll match those. Yeah, it looks about even on height. Alright. Right. There. Nope. Might be one of those ones where I just have to do it like that. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that's a little bit closer than the others, but yeah. I think it's just gonna have to deal with it. All right. Now, how are we going to do this roof? So I like to start at the side and just kind of figure out from there how we're going to do it. I would kind of like to utilize these upstairs areas. That means I'm going to have a bit more of a peak on it. What I can do is start building up and see what happens. See how this looks from the underside again. I think you have to take into account is ventilation, because there's probably going to be a lot of fires and stuff here to light this whole thing up. Maybe we want to do more of a tiered look. I'm going to need some stone. Let me pick these up. If anybody watches Vinland Saga or follows the manga, give you a thumbs up. Has been a very good show. Okay, I'm gonna need to split these a little bit. There. I actually started with the anime on Vinland, and then I checked the manga out because I figured this is a decent little story. I will keep with it for a bit. Yeah, it's been nice. It's been overall not terrible. 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's jumping right there, isn't it? It's like these two blocks are not quite... It's like they're kind of on top of each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is the marker. We'll start there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll use that as our... Now, is that going to be too much? Kind of going to need some room to move under there. It might be a little too much. We might have to go an extra one higher. Yeah. Okay, we've reached the height limit on that one. Either that or... Oh, I see. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Well, okay. I'm going to match those. We would put something out. This would be another possibility, as I just use the logs to reinforce everything. Let me erase that. And then I have a reinforcement from the outer wall, because this one thing is going to be weak right here, because it's being supported by wood under that. And I'm kind of cheating a little bit to do it, just because I'm utilizing some of the logs. It technically should not be able to do that. Okay, let's see if that should perform. Give us a nice little reinforcement. Actually, you know what? Yeah, if I just develop off of this one. No, that's a little bit too much. It needs to be higher. if I use this as my gauge, then I think this is going to work. Oh, we got a test. Ooh, that is not going to be accurate, is it? Interesting. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. I have to. And that should, in theory, that should work. Yeah. Come on, there. Let's see. Alright, that's coming together a little better. Yeah, that's coming together better. And picture ahead how high this thing's gonna get. I could actually build up. I wonder how high I can take this now. So I could go up and build another floor or two. Out of wood. Alright. And I'm kind of wondering, because I have the... Well, if we check the other structure there, I'm reaching around the height of that thing. And that other tower, that stone tower I did a while back, I'm pretty much at that height. So I'm using a mixture of stone and wood, so materials should be easier, but I wish I had access to a bunch of iron right now. I could do the reinforced posts. Some of that fun stuff. Looks like I'm going to need more core wood. Yeah, I'll need more core wood. And as a start, though. hopeful that this is definitely going to work. And we'll be able to build an entire living area or something up here. And then I'll just grow right up from there. Just add some core wood, vertical things, and it will also support the roof. I hope. Everything on this game, things don't quite turn out the way you want. It's all dark and creepy. There we go. Definitely pushing the limits of how high this thing can get. Yeah, that looks better. I think that'll go one more layer. So one more set, and then it should be close to the peak. And it's roughly going to be 3 stories or so, give or take. This is probably the most I've used core wood in a while. Time I'm gonna go out in the open water one of these days. Okay, so this person had the same dream 2 nights in a row. Goody. Yeah, Cole's doing alright. Ooh, foggy. Yeah, maybe I should just take the card out this time. Ow. Someday I hope they have animals in this game that you can hook up to this and have them tow it. Come on. Come on. Get up the hill. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Historically speaking, the things that definitely conquered the Vikings was the gospel. Getting into these places, because if you look at Viking mythology, their religion, there was not a whole lot of hope. The only hope was becoming enough of a warrior that you would make it into Valhalla, and then you could fight in the battle that you were going to lose. And it's always one of those things that just, because I was a little bit of a student of the mythology classes, I was just like, my gosh, there's no hope there. Absolutely none at all. And you're living and dying and everything, and there's just no hope. And it always was one of those things where it is always neat because of their they would always have some very interesting characters in their mythology and such, but at the same time it was like, you guys don't have much hope of anything except fighting. And if you watch Vinland Saga, they kind of hit on this a lot, how the Danes, the Vikings, the time period, they just were not... Everything was about war, everything was about fighting and killing, and... Whereas the Vikings were not as evil. Oh. Timer went off. Let me check. How long has this been going right now? 54 minutes. I probably should wrap this up. So yeah, always if you look at some of the oops, darn. Well, that rolled away. I am going to have to put a break on this for now. So I filled up that card a little bit more with some goodies. But yeah, they kind of go into the Vinland thing, how they're so warlike and that there's not much else except for fighting and killing. And I was like, well, what do you do after all that's over? You just have babies, and the babies fight and do more killing and do more... it's like a cycle system that they had. And whereas Vinland is not really all that accurate. There is... I will say there's some very Japanese things that they do in it. I mean, they kind of do the same bows and the courtesy thing that they do in the Japanese culture. And ooh, ouch. And yeah, you can see they're doing something for a certain demographic audience. But what can you do? It's anime. Just that they do a little bit of research into the time period and how people were acting. So I do appreciate some of those things. I do appreciate the more historical animes. Yeah, I went out there for Corewood and I barely got any. Oh, well. Okay. So anyways, this will probably be it for tonight. As you can see, I still got a lot of work to do on this building. Next time you see it, I'm probably going to be further along in this construction. Hopefully I'll have more of this roof up. Yeah, those two things that I did put up initially, that's probably going to be the gauge at where the roof's going to go. And then I'm thinking that route I'm going to have a little line of the roof hatches where they have like the pass through for the air, so that should handle all this smoke and smell. Otherwise, what I'll do is I'll do kind of like what I did on this other building over there. Was I just put some, instead of the 45-degree pieces, I put some of these like 20-some degree pieces. So, and that does allow for some of the smoke and stuff to get out when you are having a lot of these lights that are made with coal or flame and heat. Yeah, that should vent it pretty nicely, I hope. But we'll see the next time we do this. Anyways, thanks for joining tonight. Hopefully, if you are a Valheim player and you're building some stuff, that gave you some ideas on how to construct your own bases and your own church buildings or whatever you want. So, Zesh, I'll go over to his side. Sometimes we'll compare after this is over. I'll compare the one that I built and the big thing he built. He uses a lot more stone than I do, so we'll see how that goes. So let me go ahead and set this up. Thanks again for joining. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll keep these videos going. All right, have a good night, Johnny.